Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivardhari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Yamuna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Radha Shama Sundar Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Shama Sundar Radha Jaya Jagannath Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Jaya Gauramitai, 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 Jaya Gauramitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya 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 Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रवकाचार्य षष्ठोत्तर सतीश डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरण रविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ISKCON BBTBI founder Acharya savior of the whole world, the most merciful AC Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parvakacharya Shrashtottar Satish Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Tirandi Goswami Maharaj ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Prem Se Ko Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar Ji ki Shri Shri Lalita Vishaka ki Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maiya ki Shri Shri Krishna Balram ki Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki Nithai Gaurari Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswate Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Nashta praye svabhadreshu Nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati uttama sloke Bhaktira bhavati naishtake Bhaktira bhavati naishtake Bhaktira bhavati naishtake. Srimad Bhagavad-Gita chapter 5 entitled Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness. And today we will try so, text 5. We'll recite the text. Before that we'll get familiarized by reciting the words in the text. So I'll request all of you to respond after me. yad sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ tad yogair api gamyate ekam sāṅkhyam cha yogam cha ya paśyati sa paśyati yat sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ yat sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ tad yogair api gamyate tad yogair api gamyate ekam sāṅkhyam ca yogam ca ekam sāṅkhyam ca yogam ca ya paśyati sa paśyati ya paśyati sa paśyati yat sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ tad yogair api gamyate ekam sāṅkhyam ca yogam ca ya paśyati sa paśyati ya paśyati sa paśyati ya paśyati sa paśyati
sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ tad yogair api gamyate ekam sāṅkhyam ca yogam ca ja paśyati sa paśyati
yat sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ tad yogair api gamyate ekam sāṅkhyam ca yogam ca ya paśyati sa paśyati yat sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ tad yogair api gamyate ekam sāṅkhyam ca yogam ca ya paśyati sa paśyati
Vaishnavis Matajis
yat sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ tad yogair api gamyate ekam sāṅkhyam ca yogam ca ya paśyati sa paśyati yat sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānaṁ tad yogair api gamyate ekam sāṅkhyam ca yogam ca ya paśyati sa paśyati.
Virtue word meaning yad what? Sāṅkhyaiḥ. By means of Sāṅkhya philosophy, prāpyate is achieved. Sthānaṁ, place. Tat, that. Yogair, by devotional service. Yah, api, also. Gamyate, one can attain. Ekam, one. Sāṅkhyam, analytical study. Cha, and. Yogam, action in devotion. Cha, and. Ya, one who. Paśyati, sees. Saha, he. Paśyati, actually sees. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. One who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, sees things as they are. Purport. The real purpose of philosophical research is to find the ultimate goal of life. Since the ultimate goal of life is self-realization, there is no difference between the conclusion reached by two processes. By Sāṅkhya philosophical research, one comes to the conclusion that a living entity is not part and parcel of material world but of Supreme Spirit whole. Consequently, the spirit soul has nothing to do with material world. His actions must be in some relation with the Supreme. When he acts in Krishna consciousness, he is actually in his constitutional position. In the first process, Sāṅkhya, one has to become detached from matter. In the devotional process, one has to attach himself to the work of Krishna consciousness. Factually, both processes are the same. Although superficially one appears to involve detachment, another process appears to involve attachment. Detachment from matter, attachment to Krishna are one and the same. One who can see these, sees things as they are. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gyan Anjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manvabhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kancana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaivacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bhuter Mahadbir Yaima Puru Vibhu Nirmaya Sete Yadamashu Purusha Bhunte Gunana Sodasa Atmaka Solankrisista Bhagavan Vachamsi Me Solankrisista Bhagavan Vachamsi Me Solankrisista Bhagavan Vachamsi Me Akila Jagad Guru Vachana Se Ama Alankrita Karibara Shamata Tuma Tava Kripa Hoy Morakata Shuddha Hoy Suniya Sabara Soka Dukha Jai Guchibe Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guruna Dina Tarine Mukera Bhagya Manasirulas Doshami Mohadam Karuni Jadas. Hare Krishna. International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, welcomes all the devotees for today evening's Srimad Bhagavad-Gita class. It's said that when the people of this world select us, when the people of this world elect us in parliament, we get a place. Correct? When the people of this world elect us in parliament, we get a place. And when Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, selects us in the assembly of devotees, in Bhagavad-Gita discourse, we get a place. That's why those who love Krishna, they can never say no to spiritual discourses. Those who love Prabhupada, they can never say no to spiritual discourses. Today we are all very fortunate to be under the shelter of Sri Sri Radha Shyama Sundar and getting service at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Shyama Sundar. Of all the services in the human body, the topmost service one can attain is that of hearing about the Lord's pastime. Today we are getting that most wonderful service. Therefore, I would like to offer my most humble, prostrated, humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha Shyam Sundar and their eternal associates. With this, I would like to offer my thousands and thousands prostrated humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. With this, I would like to pay my most humble prostrated obeisances, thousands and thousands of them, unto the lotus feet of my divine spiritual master, who has been always kind to me. With this, I would like to pay my prostrated humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of all the Vaishnava and Vaishnavis, devotees of the Lord assembled here, and I, with folded hands, request, please bless this insignificant soul so that I can serve you all. With this service, I can please you, Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada. With this, we'll start today's subject matter. Srimad Bhagavad-Gita is the most wonderful dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. In the first chapter of Bhagavad-Gita, we see Arjuna is totally in a messed up state. He is in a horrible, terrible situation. He is in a hopeless, useless situation. We find Duryodhana is disturbed, we find Dhritarashtra is disturbed, we find Arjuna is disturbed. Why? For a simple reason. Dhritarashtra has got a plan that he will become a king, and Krishna has got a plan. Who will become the king? Yudhishthira. When the plan does not match with Krishna's plan, we get disturbed, not Krishna. Arjuna, Krishna's plan is Arjuna will fight in this war. Then Arjuna decides, oh, I will not fight in this war. And Arjuna gets disturbed. This is what happens when we have a plan little different from Krishna's plan. No need to see any more horror movies. No Draculas, Exorcist, Friday the 13th. Life becomes so horrible that ghost and other living entities, they said, this fellow's life is more horrible than our life. Just having a plan which is different from Krishna's plan, our life is horrible, terrible, miserable, useless, worthless, and a helpless condition. Arjuna was fortunate to have a spiritual master, Krishna himself. Still, Arjuna is now not totally out of the miserable condition, because he has accepted the spiritual master, but he has not accepted the mood of the spiritual master. Krishna is having a plan that Arjuna, the most powerful devotee in the battlefield will fight, and with this shoot of arrows, which is full of devotion, he will deliver many of the soldiers, and his arrows will go towards Bhishma Pitama. His arrow will go towards Dronacharya, and Krishna wants to reward Dronacharya for all the wonderful services he has done for his devotees, 5 Pandavas, and he wants to reward Bhishma Pitama, who has served and loved his dear devotees like Arjuna, by upgrading their spiritual destination. That is the plan. Krishna has got such a wonderful plan for all of us. Arjuna is thinking, if I shoot my arrows at Dronacharya and Bhishma Pitama, it will be a sin. Seniors, elders, loved ones should not be shouted at. What to speak of shooting arrows? I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Arjuna is thinking, and Krishna is also thinking. Arjuna is thinking about the body's comfort, and Krishna is thinking about the eternal spiritual comfort. Arjuna is talking about bodily compassion, and Krishna is talking about spiritual compassion. Arjuna is not able to understand why Krishna wants Arjuna to fight in this war. Arjuna is thinking, this war, I will never ever able to see Bhishma and Dronacharya again. But Krishna is assuring him, if he fights, Bhishma and Drona will be really doing well. But Arjuna is not able to understand that. So he tries to avoid this fight. In the 4th chapter, Krishna talks about the divine knowledge. So he says, okay, if I have to get divine knowledge, why are you telling me to fight? I will go to the forest and meditate and be peaceful and attain the divine knowledge. That is Arjuna's plan. Right from chapter 1, he is saying, I will go to the forest, 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 I will go to the forest. Krishna said, don't go to the forest. And Krishna is encouraging him, do service. Like Srila Prabhupada encouraged all the devotees, disciples, go distribute books. By distributing books, they were serving the spiritual master, and by distributing books, they became great empowered soldiers of Srila Prabhupada. They became great acharyas, gurus, sannyasis, and wonderful devotees. The process of bhakti-yoga, the process of this nishkam karma yoga will gradually help us purify the heart. And today Krishna is saying, the pleasure which a pure-hearted sannyasi like Narad Muni is experiencing is also experienced by a pure-hearted Nishkam Karma Yogi like Janak Maharaj, Yayati Maharaj and others. The result is the same. That's why Yat sāṅkhyaiḥ prāpyate sthānam. What a sannyasi from Sāṅkhya will attain. Tat yogair gamyate. A devotee like Yayati Maharaj, who was so lusty for his wife, he got married 2 times, and he exchanged his youth with his youngest son Puru and enjoyed it with his wife for many years. Then he concluded, no, this material life is very painful. It never gives pleasure. But Yayati Maharaj was coming for Mangal Arati every day, but little late. Sometimes he was coming very late, but he was very good in giving donations to sadhus, for Janmashtami, for Rath Yatra, for marathon. By giving donations and serving the Vaishnavas, Yayati Maharaj was getting blessings. And with these blessings, his heart is getting purified. With this purified heart, he is able to understand the reality, understand the plan of the Lord. And a time comes, he is achieving that kind of happiness which Narad Muni, a great sannyasi in Sāṅkh field, is experiencing. That's why ekam sāṅkhyam cha yoga cha. That's why what a pure-hearted sannyasi can experience, a Sāṅkhya yoga, a yogi in bhakti-yoga will also experience. The process of Sāṅkhya yoga is not easy for a person whose heart is not pure. That is the point. Krishna is saying, with this impure heart, if you go to the forest, for 2 days you will see, but on the 3rd day you will say, I want to go back home. I want to meet my wife. I want to see my children. I want to drink milk, curd, buttermilk, and I want to have a good time. So he is neither doing bhakti yoga nor able to achieve neither successful in Sāṅkhya yoga, in sannyas yoga. So Krishna is telling, be peaceful, go through this process, attend Mangal Arati, give donations, and attend Bhagavatam class, do your service from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock, come for Bhagavad-Gita class, go to sleep early, and again come for Mangal Arati. Gradually, by the blessings of the saints, sadhus, heart will get purified, and once heart is purified, all the divine knowledge will come. And when the divine knowledge will come, all the we will understand the plan of the Lord, and when we understand the plan of the Lord, at all time, all place, all circumstances, we will be blissful and peaceful. Arjuna's situation is like this. He is thinking, somehow or other, I should get divine knowledge, but I should not kill, I should not fight with Dronacharya and Bhishma Pitama. It is like this, a small boy who is in 2nd standard, he says, I want to do PhD in mathematics, but I don't want to go through 7th standard, 8th standard, I don't want to do homework, I will directly go to PhD class. So what will happen to this student who is in 2nd standard and is going to PhD class? So that he wants to avoid homework. He does not want to go through this process of a plus b the whole squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. If he goes to PhD, he will neither understand, he will do well in his PhD. Now that he has given up his 2nd standard, so he will not doing well also here. But if he is going through the process, after 2nd he will go to 3rd, after 3rd he will go to 5th, after 5th he will go to 10th, after 10th, 12th, then 15th, then 17th, then 20th, then he gets PhD. Just because he does not want to do homework, he is saying, I will stop going to school, I will go to PhD. But will that serve the purpose? Just because I don't want to fight with Bhishma and Dronacharya, I will go to the forest. But yeah, the process of sannyas is there. That is for the pure-hearted person. But Arjuna, your heart is no pure. So, changing place and changing dress does not make one sannyasi. That even Ravan did. If changing dress changes the mind, then Ravan would have been a pure-hearted person. If changing dress would have changed heart, then Indra, who wore a sannyas dress, would have been a pure-hearted person. It is not a subject of changing the dress. It is matter of the mind, the heart, which has to be pure. Sannyas is for those who are pure-hearted. But the pure-hearted sannyasi, the pleasure he experiences, even an impure person, which like Yayati Maharaj, gradually practicing Krishna consciousness, can experience that. And Srila Prabhupada proved it. Srila Prabhupada, he went from Bharat, India, to America at the age of 65, 70, and he was among the people who are into drugs and sex and music, the hippies. Prabhupada disciple, His Holiness Sridhar Swami Maharaj, he used to say, if you want to understand who is Prabhupada, first try understand who are hippies. Hippies are those people who are drinking in mother's womb. Because the mother is drinking. So the child is upside down and is drinking liquor. Good. He says, wow, this is good. In the previous life I had to work hard to get a bottle of liquor, but now I am just slipping upside down and I am getting liquor. So that is the situation. The hippies are totally into drugs, and the drugs are not simple tobacco, it's heroin, cocaine, LSD. If one touches it, then the body will try to have the next dose, and unless until one gets the next dose, the body will burn. So to get that, they give money. Drugs, sex and music, that is hippies. And Prabhupada, by simply chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra under the tree, Tom, Kin, Sun, Square, Park, he turned hippies into happies, Rusis into Rishis, Chini into Muni, and Japanese to Japa, and the unhappy to happy. The process is very simple. The process is very sublime. The process is very pure. And everybody, even a child, can take part in this. What to speak of others. But sannyas is not for everyone. Sannyas is for one who is pure-hearted. So, Krishna is encouraging Arjuna, go through the process. You take this service of book distribution, you take the service of books reading, you take the service of temple building, whatever service which a spiritual master is doing, if we do it with love, gradually by the mercy of the spiritual master, the heart becomes pure, and when the heart is pure, we understand the divine knowledge, and when we understand the divine knowledge, we understand the plan of the Lord, and when we understand the plan of the Lord, our life becomes peaceful and blissful at all time, place and circumstances. So that is the theme. And Arjuna, Krishna is telling that whatever a pure-hearted sannyasi like four Kumaras, Narad Muni were experiencing, the same thing Janak Maharaj was experiencing. Even though he was a king, he was a family man, but he was getting up from Mangalarti, seeing him, the whole Janakpur and Sitamadi were getting, and he was blissful and happy. So similarly, so Krishna is telling Arjuna, don't run, go to the forest, better be in this process. Gradually you will experience that kind of happiness. Hare Krishna. So for us, we are already in the process of bhakti-yoga, and if we take up this process and serve our spiritual master with love and Vaishnavas with love, with their mercy and blessings, our heart will be pure, and we will also achieve that kind of happiness which great Sāṅkhya yogis are experiencing. And a person who can see that the kind of happiness Sāṅkhya yoga sannyasi is experiencing, and Nishkam yogi, bhakti yogi is experiencing is the same. Actually sees, wow, both the process, the result is the same. He is actually seeing everything in the right perspective. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Maharaj, thank you for the nice class. I just wanted to know, you sang a couple of verses after the Mangalacharan. What are their numbers?
Bhuter Mahadbir. This is the Mangalacharan as Sukdev Goswami sings, like Bhuter Mahadbir Yaima Puru Vibhu. It's in the second chapter, second canto, fourth chapter, slok number something.
Second canto.
Yeah, the Mangalacharan sung by Sukdev Goswami Maharaj. He's begging to the Lord that to empower his speech.
And do you remember the same for the verses you quoted from Chaitanya Charitamrita?
Then I quoted from Srila Prabhupada's song. That is Akila Jagat Guru Vachana Se Amar Alankrita Kari Bara Shamata Tumar Tava Kripa Hoy Mara Kata Shuddha Hoy Suniya Sabara Sokadukha Je Guchibe. Srila Prabhupada in his Bado Kripa Koilebe, Markene Bhagavad Dharma, he prays to Krishna, Akila Jagat Guru Vachana. Same thing which Sukdev Goswami Maharaj said. In Bengali, Srila Prabhupada quotes. Then, Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langaite giram yat kripa tamam bande Shri Gurun Dinatarini. And this is from Devakinandan's Vaishnava, that is bhajan, Vaishnava Pranam. Huh? No. It's by a very, Devakinandan is a saint. 300 or 400 he came. He writes, my pranams to all Brajvasis, to Navadip Vasis, to Puri Vasis. In that he says, Mukera Bhagya Manasir Ullas Dosh Shami Moadama Karoni Jadas. Mukera Bhagya, it's fortune of my mouth. Mukera Bhagya Manasir Ullas. There is a lot of Ullas means a lot of enthusiasm and joy in the mind. Mukkera Bhagya Manasir Ullas Doshami. I have lot of shortcomings. Doshami, forgive my shortcomings. Mukkera Bhagya Manasir Ullas Doshami Mo Adama. I am a fallen soul. Mukkera Bhagya Manasir Ullas Doshami Mo Adama Karo Nijatas. Make me your servant. So that's by Devakinandan.
As you said, it was like Arjuna, he was not eligible for sannyas. So Lord has said him according to his nature, because it's Kshatriya, to do that kind of service. Because Kshatriya, he was advised to do more like it. So same like us, we are because now we are different nature. So how we can choose like in which type of service we should do, because mostly like our program, like morning program and all these things are common, all these are common. But we have now different kind of natures. So how, because now what service is available in the temple, we mostly do that kind of service. Because then how we should select what kind of service?
No, we should not select. Let this it come from the spiritual master's mouth. Whatever comes from the mouth of the spiritual master is actually coming from Krishna's mouth. When Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, go, you young boys, you know English, go to the foreign world and preach. Actually, Krishna told Prabhupada in the spiritual world, go to the material world and preach. The same thing Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, go preach and write books. Same thing Krishna told in the spiritual world too. So it is not that we should select up according to our nature. Whatever comes from the authority, let us take it and try do it to our best. Okay.
Some were lucky, were close to Maharaj, the spiritual master, but some were not that, maybe some hesitation with they couldn't approach to Maharaj. So now, after leaving Maharaj, how can they decide?
No, we should not decide anything. Let it come from the authority and accept it with a humble mood.
What is like we should do the management or ask?
Yeah.
Whatever service they give.
Yeah, do it in humble mood. When we do it in the humble mood to the best of our capability, whatever little service we do, for that we will get blessings, and with that blessings, the mind gets purified, and the mind gets purified, we will understand the plan of the Lord. So that is the thing. Whatever service we are doing is not for sake of doing it. It's to purify the heart and to get blessings, mercy. Whatever we are doing in the conditioned state before anartha nivritti is to get mercy. A conditioned soul, a soul can advance, and there are three ways to advance. Or I will say there are three kinds of living entities advance. One is Nitya Siddha, Nitya Mukta. They are those souls who always in touch with Krishna, Nitya. They are Krishna's eternal associates. They never forget Krishna, even if they come to the material world. They are Nitya Siddha. Then is Sadhan Siddha, like Dhruva Maharaj. They have such a powerful body and the mind is so focused that they can achieve pure consciousness. So we can understand whether I am a Nitya Siddha or a Sadhan Siddha. If I can say for myself, it's only after Prabhupada books and devotees, I came to know that Krishna is Supreme Person of Godhead after maybe 19 years. Before that, I thought Shiva is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it was a shock for me. So I know I am not Nitya Siddha. Sadhan Siddha, yeah, if we do Nirjal, definitely I am sure Dvadashi I will be back to Godhead. So that is how the body is strong. So the only hope is mercy, Kripa Siddha. So Kripa Siddha is by serving Prabhupada, Vaishnavas, Tulsi, we get Kripa, and by Kripa we can advance. So our focus is to serve and get mercy. We are not here to prove to get gold medal or other things. No. That we have done enough for many lifetimes. Now we want mercy. With mercy we can advance. So whatever service one is giving, let us try our best. Krishna will definitely understand we are doing our best. Management, authorities may not. Not to worry. Krishna is always there. He is there and will be there. So let us do it. Not to get disturbed.
Scientists, they're trying to find out the truth about the universe. So in some ways they are using Sāṅkhya yoga, neti, not this, whatever. But they are in denial of even the existence of the soul. So they haven't come even to that point. So, will they ever acknowledge the existence of God? Or is there just a plan to deny the existence of God so that they can be misled?
Gradually, the material science, they grow, they are now babies. The more they grow, the material science will accept what the Vedic science says, 50 years from now, they thought plants don't have life. Jagdish Bose proved. So then recently they said that in the neutron there is something which is called as God particle. That's Shirodaksha Vishnu, which was already told in the Vedic. Few years ago, scientists from Japan said the 11th day after full moon and no moon, if we fast, it will be good for body and heart. So that is Ekadashi. We have already done. So as the material science progresses, matures, grows up, it will come and will be accepting whatever the Vedic science has done. In fact, I will say, if somebody wants to wants to get a Nobel Prize, he should just come to ISKCON and understand the Vedic science, and he can say, oh, Jalaja Nav Lakshani Stavar Laksha Vimsati Rudra Krimi Sāṅkhyaiḥ Pakshina Das Lakshanam Pashva Chatur Laksha Trimsan Laksha Manusa Chatur Laksha. Then he should write something and says, there are exactly Jalaja Nav Lakshani, 9 lakh types of aquatics and 20 lakh types of trees. Yes, yes, yes. Then he will get a Nobel Prize. Or he can say, the distance of earth and sun, which is given in Hanuman Chalisa, is exactly this. I have sent one, whatever, proton or neutron or so, and I found out, and he will get a Nobel Prize. So, to get Nobel Prize, we have to just follow the process and very cunningly take something from Prabhupada books and say, this is my theory and whatever thesis or whatever it is, and one gets a Nobel Prize. So the material science has to grow, and when it grows, it will match with Vedic science. So we are fortunate, we are having Prabhupada and we know the Vedic science. So let us take the best and make our life the best. Hare Krishna. I have a Hindi class. Immediately I will be speaking on the 8th chapter of Bhagavad-Gita. So thank you for allowing me to do some service. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Oh really? What is the class? Can I get a room nearby? Because I told Dharmatma Prabhu. Because I have to... I don't know. I said I will be having he said, okay, go for a class. Nearby, is there any other room where I can sit? Just call Dharmatma Prabhu.